three kinds of manifestors. The first person is always living in the past. The second person is always living in the future. And the third person who lives in the present moment while creating the future how they want to create. Now, out of these three kind of people, who do you think will manifest with more ease and less resistance? Now let me explain. Person who's always living in yesterday, maybe it was a heartbreak that happened, maybe it was a rejection, maybe somebody said something, maybe it was something traumatic that happened years back. Even though the event has already passed, they keep replaying it in their mind most of the time. And the interesting thing is your mind and body doesn't distinguish between something happening right now or something that you are just reliving in the memory. So every time they replay the memory, the body responds the exact same way. The emotion comes back, the tear, the anger, the stress chemicals are released again. And now there is one good thing about these people. They are allowing themselves to feel their emotion instead of suppressing them. But the downside is their nervous system doesn't know anything more than what has already been lived. They are continually living in their past even today. So what they are going to manifest, similar people, similar situations, similar experience, maybe just a different environment. So without realizing it, they can keep repeating, recreating the same emotional pattern over and over again. Now, the second person is always living in the future. This person has dreams, they have goals, they have vision, they know exactly what they want to create. And in many ways, they have already done something different from the first person because at least they have shown their nervous system the possibility, the bigger picture. But there is still one thing that is keeping them stuck, meaning the manifestation is still slow because they are constantly asking, when will it happen? Why is it not there yet? Will I ever be able to do it? So there's so much of anxiety, so much of panic, stress, fear. So although their attention is on their dream, the energy is still coming from uncertainty, fear, and chasing. So instead of feeling like they already trust life, they are constantly checking whether it's working or not. So they are afraid to trust and surrender. They are trying to control the outcome so much. Now, here comes our third person. The third person, this person, their mind also wander because that's what mind do, but they don't become every thought that appears. They notice it, they acknowledge it, they don't become it, and they gently come back to the present moment. Just like the second person, they also have dreams, they also have vision. They know exactly where they are going, but instead of constantly worrying about how, when, where, and that panic all the time, trying to control and manipulate the reality, living in the fear all the time, what they do is they focus on becoming the person who can receive what they are asking for. They upgrade their vessel, they strengthen their nervous system, they heal their emotional pattern, they expand their capacity, they outgrow, they study, they practice, they do anything that requires because they do not doubt, they live in certainty, and what they are doing is they're preparing themselves and often experience more ease, not because they are forcing life to happen, but because they are becoming the version of themselves who is ready when it arrives. Today, ask yourself, are you still living in yesterday? Or are you constantly living in the future? Or are you fully living today while preparing yourself for the future? Because your greatest manifestation isn't simply getting what you want, it is also becoming the person who is able to receive it, hold it, and continue growing it. I hope this video gives some guidance. Loving this.